We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the SoDo district of Seattle. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store. As it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Got to hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Looking to throw. Ingram. They'll find Williams on the slant. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's a gain of 9.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
A tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
In punt formation.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game, bottom line. May not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Throwing is Williams.
It's caught by Jackson.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Williams going to sneak it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And an Eagles first down. A gain of a yard. First down, Philadelphia.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Eagles first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Preston.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Josh Jacobs, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately, to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
From the gun on 3rd down. Ingram. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. They didn't get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did something like that.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The Eagles at 2-6 now on the year. And they were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard. And they played well all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A gain of 13 yards.
To throw, Williams.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 78 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
a gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Eagles.
To throw, it's Williams.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Seahawks, nothing.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So this defense for the Seahawks very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
To the air, Williams. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That's another Eagles.
Play action. Now Williams. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
3 yards. That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and goal.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, still in the 1st quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it to 26. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3. And I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And now they're going to get him down at the line of scrimmage. They work now on 2nd and 9.
The gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Ingram. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Jackson Smith in Jigba. Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Ingram. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Sets up 4th down.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this 1st half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
The Eagles offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. On play action, here's Williams.
This is Smith with a run.
Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the rout is on here in this first half.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Looking to throw. Ingram finding Williams once more, complete. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Back to throw. Ingram. Throw left side, complete. That's Lewis.
That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
At the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw. Ingram.
And complete to Smith and Jigba.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, let's say you should have had a few men in the box there.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Operating from the gun, Ingram. He'll get it in the hands of Clark, complete. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Back to throw. Ingram. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Seahawks. From 21 yards away. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row, we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes, it's not about what's called from the sideline, it's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
102 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Brings up second and a yard at their 48-yard line.
Here's Williams. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they're going to get it. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Looking to throw is Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
And it's third down.
Looking to throw. Williams.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a first and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Ingram. Walker with a grab. Left side.
Now a second and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Off the play fake. Ingram.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Preston has some good hard running there as he pushes way forward for about 5.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second and 4.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where...
There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker,
70 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line, out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment.
He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurtled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught, Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Up the middle they go. Preston. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Williams. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to pull the word Smokey into Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Setting up the screen here, this is Walker.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
Over the middle, complete. That's Burgess. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
49-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Again, he'll drop to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Seahawks 21. Jason Sanders.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Running straight ahead is Jacobs.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. So halftime here out west, let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our look around the NFL starts now. Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. It's the Browns at home to take on the Denver Broncos. And this is the Broncos wideout. He was a tough man to pin down all game.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to
from the gun, here's Williams. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together.
Hands it to Walker to begin the series.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
From the 20, here's second down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
Off play action. Ingram.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. It's a quarterback sneak.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Back to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Seahawks.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Off the play fake. Ingram. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll find Williams on the slant.
And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment.
He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
Over the middle to Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A gain of
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
165 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
Throwing is Williams.
Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
To throw, Williams.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for him. That's caught. And he'll get in for the 2 points. So that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal.
35. Seahawks 32.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Eagles offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 10. And the Eagle first down.
To the air, Williams. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Now a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's the option.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
To throw, it's Williams. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Seahawks offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Down at the 26.
Off play action. Ingram. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Previous play.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
They go play action here on first down. Open man, this is Lewis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
98 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
First and 10 at the 23.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Lewis. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Moves to second and goal at the 10-yard line.
Again, Walker.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Operating from the gun, Ingram. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And out now come the Eagles.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Operating from the gun, Ingram. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. From the gun on third down, Ingram. He'll get it in the hands of Clark, complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
A 47-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They don't go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, what do we do?
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Throwing to start the drive, Ingram.
And that one too wide and incomplete. Here's second and 10.
Quinyon Mitchell on the coverage.
Looking to throw, Ingram. Finding Walker, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Ingram. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown.
Jackson Smith-Njigba
From 8 yards out.
And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Williams. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Williams, and now the ball's out, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith
with career touchdown number 70.
And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
42.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to throw.
Ingram setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Ingram going deep for Walker. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And able to work his way down to the 16. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
At the Eagles' 20-yard line.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
From the gun, it's Walker.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Looking to throw. Ingram.
That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Sanders' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And they get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds to go.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
That's caught by Jackson.
No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's third down. He's in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Williams looking to do it himself.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike.
On 4th down, here's Williams. He is caught.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the